are. And doesn't Carrie Ruller of CNC Video Productions and her staff do a superb job of producing the entertainment for these annual awards? I mean, who needs Tina Fey and Amy Poehler? We know that the star of any film production owes a great deal to a strong supporting cast. And I certainly have been blessed with such a supporting cast throughout my career. It is such a pleasure to have my children, Carrie, Kim, and Jason, along with their spouses, Ken and Daniel, and Jason's fiancée, Adele, present here tonight to be part of this celebration. They have witnessed the trials and tribulations of the years. Their support has helped me to maintain a life balance and keep family in focus. They try to keep me in tune with contemporary culture, music, movies, TV shows, or whatever. Though their efforts may be in vain, when we stop learning from our children, be they toddlers, teenagers, or young adults, we will find ourselves watching the world pass us by. For more than 45 years, Judy has been my leading lady. She has fulfilled the role of Best Supporting Actress. The quality and character of our children today reflect her investment in that most important career of parenting. Her gift of hospitality brings comfort to any gathering, business or personal, equal to any Martha Stewart endeavor. I am very gratified to have so many of my dedicated management team associates with me here this evening. They are the ones that work hard every day, fulfilling their Seaman Corporation responsibilities. The results of their commitment and efforts contribute to the success of our family business and make me look good. I continue to take great pride in their past recognition of the accomplishments when the Chamber recognized Seaman Corporation as Business of the Year in 2001. When the Chamber instructed me that my remarks were to be limited to 5 minutes tonight, it reminded me of the story of the speaker presenting to a very large audience, not unlike this one. He began his remarks rather concisely, but then continued to embellish on and on, until many of the members of the audience started to leave. Undaunted, he continued his discourse. More of the audience departed. Finally, as he finished his remarks, there was but one member in the audience remaining in his seat. The speaker walked over to this person and said, "Thanks for hanging in there to hear all that I had to say." The individual responded, "Don't think a thing of it, Mr. Reardon." I'm the next speaker. Mike said he had been invited to, or no, I think he asked to introduce me and get turned down. As you have heard this evening, I've been involved in a number of community support activities. In 1986, we moved our business to Worcester from Millersburg, just 18 miles south of here, where it had been since the early 1950s. When we came to Worcester, I knew there would be many opportunities for involvement in community development. I made the decision to focus on the two areas that I believe are critical to any thriving community: education and economic development. While there are many worthy social causes in any community, a good education system and a proactive economic development strategy are what will ultimately be the solution to the social challenges of the day. I want to share a story of a small community that one day saw children thrashing in the river that ran through the middle of the town. All the townspeople rushed out and started pulling the children from the river. However, one man came over and simply watched as everyone was pulling the children to safety. He then turned and started to walk away. Several townspeople stopped him and said, "Where are you going? Why are you not helping pull these children from the river?" He responded, "Well, I'm going to go upstream and stop whoever it is that is throwing those children in the river." For me, concentrating on improving the quality of our education system and seeding the fields of our community for economic development are all about going upstream to keep the children from being thrown in the river. When I was informed that I would be this year's Wall of Fame recipient, I could not help but think of all the past recipients of this recognition. You've seen them, it bears repeating their names, beginning in 1991 with Stan Gall. Don Noble comes to mind. Jim Basker, Don and Jean Bueller, Ray Dix, Ken Rivett, Sam Shapiro, Al Van Lee, Jerry Baker, Clyde Webb, Stan Weldy, Julia Fishelson, Major Mary, Harold Friedlander, Gene Baird, and so many others that we heard earlier this evening. Although I've only been at Worcester Wrestling for 25 years, each of these names brings a special smile to my face and fond memories of the very unique contribution each made to this fine Worcester community. I am certainly honored, but truly humbled to be included with this esteemed group of Wayne County citizens. But as we sit here tonight and reflect on the memories and contributions of these wonderful citizens, let us remember the spirit of the words expressed by Abraham Lincoln at his Gettysburg Address, and I will simply paraphrase them. "It is for us, the living, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is for us to be dedicated to the great task remaining before us." And in closing, I would like to quote an excerpt from the speech delivered by President Teddy Roosevelt in April of 1910 at the Sorbonne in Paris. His speech was entitled, "Citizenship in a Republic." I think President Roosevelt's words have so much meaning today, particularly with the media frenzy we constantly hear around us, be it on Wall Street with the financial analysts, on ESPN with the never-ending sports analysis, the polarizing political chatter, or just the 24-hour insatiable news coverage. In the words of one of our most esteemed presidents, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man that points out how the strong man stumbles and what doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions? Who spends himself in a worthy cause? Who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement? And who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." Thank you all so much, and may God bless you.